For more than 2 centuries, every technological revolution promised the same thing. Machines would do the repetitive work so humans could focus on something greater. Less labor, more freedom, more creativity, more opportunity. That was the promise. But what if this time the machines aren't just replacing tasks? What if they're quietly redefining what it means to be valuable in the modern economy? Because the real story of AI automation isn't about robots taking jobs. It's about something far more invisible, a silent transformation that has already begun. The promise. We all believed, every generation believes, it is witnessing the greatest technological revolution in history. Steam engines, electricity, cars, computers, the internet, smartphones. Each innovation followed a familiar pattern. People feared losing their jobs. Then new industries appeared. Old professions disappeared. New ones emerged. Society adapted. Economists even gave this process a name: creative destruction. One technology destroys an old market while creating an entirely new one. For more than 200 years, that pattern held true, which is why many people assumed AI would simply become the next chapter in the same story. Automation would eliminate repetitive work. Humans would move toward more meaningful work. History would repeat itself. But history doesn't always repeat. Sometimes it changes direction, and AI may represent the first technology that doesn't simply replace physical labor. It begins replacing decision-making, reasoning, analysis, writing, programming, design. Tasks we once believed belonged exclusively to the human mind. For the first time, automation isn't approaching the factory floor, it's entering the office. Automation is no longer about machines. When most people hear the word automation, they imagine robots, mechanical arms, conveyor belts, factories, industrial production. But modern automation looks completely different. Today, automation happens quietly. You don't hear it. You don't see it. It hides inside software. One click writes an email. Another click creates a presentation. A chatbot answers thousands of customers simultaneously. An AI assistant summarizes a 100-page report before you've even opened it. A programming assistant generates hundreds of lines of code. None of these systems look dramatic. No sparks, no giant machines, no factory smoke. Yet collectively, they automate millions of decisions every single day, and that's what makes AI automation fundamentally different. It doesn't always replace entire jobs. Instead, it begins replacing individual decisions, then individual responsibilities, then entire workflows, one small task at a time. So gradually that almost nobody notices, until one day someone realizes their job now consists mostly of supervising software instead of doing the work themselves. Automation rarely arrives all at once. It spreads like water, quietly filling every available space: the productivity. Paradox: every major automation wave promised one thing above everything else: productivity. Do more in less time. It's a promise companies have embraced enthusiastically. AI writes faster, searches faster, calculates faster, produces faster. Everything becomes faster, but something unexpected happened. Despite all these productivity gains, many workers don't feel less busy. They feel more exhausted than ever. How is that possible? Shouldn't automation create more free time? Economists have observed this paradox for decades. When productivity increases, expectations often increase alongside it. If writing one report used to take 4 hours, an AI now allows you to finish it in 1. Companies rarely ask you to work 3 fewer hours. Instead, they ask for 4 reports. The time isn't returned to the worker. It is absorbed by the system. Every efficiency becomes a new expectation. Every improvement becomes the new minimum. The faster people become, the faster they are expected to operate. AI doesn't simply increase productivity. It changes the definition of normal productivity. And once expectations rise, they almost never fall again. Part 2: the invisible shift of value. Perhaps the darkest consequence of AI automation isn't unemployment. At least not immediately. It's something far more subtle. A shift in how companies define value. For decades, experience created value. Knowledge created value. Mastery created value. Employees accumulated expertise over years. That expertise became difficult to replace. Today, AI compresses years of accumulated knowledge into seconds. Need a marketing plan? An AI can draft one. Need legal language? It generates it. Need software documentation? Instant. The knowledge still matters, but access to knowledge becomes dramatically cheaper, which means companies begin asking a different question. Not who knows the most, but who knows how to use AI most effectively. And that single shift changes everything. Because once knowledge becomes abundant, judgment becomes scarce, creativity becomes scarce, original thinking becomes scarce. Human value begins moving upward, away from execution, toward decision-making, toward leadership, toward responsibility. Ironically, the more AI automates, the more valuable, uniquely human qualities become. But there's a problem. Those qualities take years to develop. And if companies stop investing in junior employees, where will tomorrow's decision-makers come from? Automation may not simply replace today's workers. It may quietly eliminate the pathway that creates tomorrow's experts. The new invisible workforce. One of the biggest myths surrounding AI automation is that machines are replacing people. But look closer, and something very different begins to emerge. Every intelligent system still depends on humans. Someone labels the training data. Someone reviews the answers. Someone corrects mistakes. Someone filters dangerous content. Someone teaches the model what good looks like. Most users never see these people because they aren't meant to. They work behind the interface, behind the chatbot, behind the image generator, behind the search engine, behind every system marketed as fully automated. This hidden layer has become so large that economists have started giving it a name: the ghost work economy. Millions of people performing tiny, invisible tasks so that machines appear intelligent. It's a strange paradox. The more autonomous AI appears, the more invisible human labor it often requires. Automation didn't eliminate people. It simply hid them. And perhaps that's even more powerful, because invisible workers are rarely part of the conversation. They don't appear in investor presentations. They don't appear in product launches. They don't appear in headlines. Yet without them, much of modern AI simply wouldn't function. When every company automates, nobody has an advantage. Imagine you own a company. Either automate or risk falling behind. So you automate. Then your competitors automate. Then your suppliers automate. Then your customers expect automation. Eventually, everyone has access to the same technology, and something fascinating happens. The competitive advantage disappears. AI becomes the new electricity. Necessary, essential, but no longer unique. History has seen this before. Electricity transformed manufacturing. Computers transformed offices. The internet transformed communication. None remained competitive advantages forever. They became infrastructure. AI is following the same path. Today's revolutionary advantage becomes tomorrow's basic requirement, which creates a dangerous cycle. Companies spend billions implementing AI only to arrive at exactly the same place as everyone else. Faster, but not necessarily different. More efficient, but not necessarily more innovative. Automation raises the floor. It doesn't automatically raise the ceiling. And when every company automates, competition shifts somewhere else. Not toward technology, but toward the people capable of making better decisions with that technology. Ironically, AI may increase, rather than decrease, the importance of exceptional human leadership, the generation caught in the middle, perhaps. No group will feel this transformation more deeply than young professionals, because entry-level work has always served a hidden purpose. It wasn't simply about producing value. It was about learning, making mistakes, receiving feedback, building judgment, watching experienced colleagues solve difficult problems. Every expert was once inefficient. Every senior engineer was once a junior. Every successful executive once asked basic questions. Experience cannot be downloaded. It must be lived. But AI is quietly changing that equation. If software generates the first draft, if reports write themselves, if code appears instantly, if customer emails answer themselves, then where exactly do beginners learn? The tasks once assigned to juniors are increasingly the first to disappear, which creates a dangerous contradiction. Companies complain about shortages of experienced professionals, yet many invest less in creating future experts. It's like expecting forests while refusing to plant trees. The consequences won't appear tomorrow. They may appear 10 years from now, when organizations discover they have automated away their own talent pipeline. The real question. Nobody is asking. Perhaps we've been asking the wrong question all along. For years, the debate has sounded almost identical. Will AI replace jobs? Will automation eliminate workers? Will machines outperform humans? Important questions, but perhaps not the most important ones. Maybe the better question is this: what kind of economy are we creating? An economy where humans and AI collaborate? Or one where every efficiency gained simply becomes another expectation, another metric, another target, another deadline? Because technology never changes society on its own. People do, companies do, governments do. Incentives do. AI is only the tool. The real story is how we choose to use it. And history suggests something important. Every technological revolution creates winners. Every technological revolution creates losers. But the biggest difference has never been the technology itself. It has always been the system built around it. The hidden cost of efficiency. Efficiency is one of the most celebrated words in modern business. Every executive wants it. Every investor rewards it. Every new technology promises more of it. But efficiency has a hidden cost. Every time a process becomes faster, organizations rarely stop there. Instead, they redesign the system around that new speed. Yesterday, answering 20 emails a day was considered productive. Today, answering 100 is becoming normal. Yesterday, writing one report required an afternoon. Today, you're expected to produce 4. Yesterday, a team of 5 people completed a project. Today, management asks whether 3 people supported by AI could achieve the same result. Notice what happened. The technology didn't simply improve performance. It quietly redefined expectations. And once expectations change, they almost never return to where they were before. This is how automation transforms organizations. Not through dramatic layoffs, but through invisible shifts in what is considered acceptable performance. The benchmark keeps moving. Faster, higher, further. Until eventually people stop comparing themselves to other humans. They begin comparing themselves to machines. The automation trap. There is another paradox hiding beneath AI automation. Companies automate because they believe it will reduce costs, and in many cases it does, at first. But over time, every competitor adopts similar technology. The cost savings disappear. Productivity normalizes. Customers raise their expectations. Shareholders demand even greater efficiency. And suddenly companies find themselves trapped. They cannot stop automating, because everyone else is doing the same. Automation becomes less of a competitive advantage and more of a survival requirement. This creates a cycle. Automate, increase expectations. Automate again, increase expectations again. Every improvement becomes temporary. Every gain becomes permanent pressure. The system begins feeding itself, not because anyone planned it, but because incentives push every company in exactly the same direction. And perhaps that's the darkest realization of all. Automation isn't changing because technology demands it. It's changing because competition demands it. The future. We are choosing technology has never been the villain, nor has it ever been the hero. The printing press transformed civilization. Electricity changed the world. The internet connected billions of people. None of these technologies determined humanity's future. People did. The same will be true for artificial intelligence. The question is not whether AI will automate more work. It almost certainly will. The question is, what kind of society will emerge around it? Will AI give people more freedom, or simply increase expectations? Will it create more opportunity or concentrate more power? Will it become a tool that amplifies human potential or a system that quietly measures human worth against machine efficiency? Those answers have not been written yet, because every technological revolution eventually reaches a moment when society must decide not what technology can do, but what it should do. And perhaps that is where we stand today, not at the end of the AI revolution, but at its beginning. The software is evolving, the machines are learning, the economy is adapting, but the most important decision still belongs to us. The future of automation isn't about replacing humans. It's about deciding what only humans should remain responsible for. So here's the question. As AI automates more of our work, what do you think should never be automated? If you enjoy documentaries that uncover the hidden systems shaping technology, business, and the modern economy, subscribe to The Glitch Economy and continue the investigation. Every glitch reveals something bigger, and we're only beginning to understand the system behind it.